Hey everybody, this is Brian from SurfGuru with your Phone Ball Friday and Weekend Surf Report, brought to you by the Main Street Pub in downtown Melbourne. Hey, aloha, it is Friday, thank goodness. So today on Friday, not too much going on out there today. Need a thigh with a few bigger sets in the right spots. Mostly gentle onshore winds, but looks like it might pick up a little for the afternoon. Now Saturday, winds turn southeast, pick up a little low teens. Expect that little 10-second background swell that I've been talking about this week should start showing up. Keep an eye on that. It's going to be mixing with the wind swell a little bit from the southeast. Expect thigh to lucky waist in the better spots. It didn't quite pick up as well as I thought it was going to because this area of pressure kind of went a lot further north than they were first talking about. And, that's just the way the models go sometime. But on Sunday, winds are going to pick up a touch and turn due south as the day goes on. Wave side is going to be up just a little bit from Saturday, and then we're going to be getting into next week. Now, next week's going to be an interesting one. We start the week with winds clocking around north and picking up a little, similar size again to Sunday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we have this area of high pressure pushing off into the Atlantic, and it's going to be turning winds onshore and setting up for some chunky wind swell. Now, this wind swell is going to kind of hang around into the end of next week because we have this area of low pressure following right behind it, and it has the potential to ride pretty low through the Gulf. So that means we got a good chance of picking up some energy, and also the way it's going to be interacting with the high that is following could bring onshore winds right across Florida, and I mean like strong onshore winds. So now this isn't 100%. This is looking like a week and a half ahead right now, and there is disagreement between the GFS and the Euro. Now the GFS has it going further north, and since it's spinning counterclockwise, if we're on the bottom side of it, it'll be pushing winds offshore coming from the southwest. Now, the Euro has it going a little further south, in which case we'll be on the top end of that, which will mean we'll be getting the counterclockwise top part, so we'll be having strong onshore winds. Now, if that's the case, we're talking big, chunky, tropical storm wind swell coming on. Now, the reason I'm paying attention to this is we are planning to do a live stream for the Space Coast Board Riders Grom Fest that weekend. So I'm rooting more for the GFS right now to give us those offshore winds versus the Euro that's going to be giving us those chunky onshore winds. But this is just one of those examples where just like a couple of miles north or south makes all the difference in the world to what kind of swell and what kind of winds you're going to be getting. So anyway, I don't want to get anyone too worked up about this yet. It's still pretty far off, but I just want to put that out there that's going to be a potential thing coming up for next weekend. So anyway, I'll be back on Monday. I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm going to keep an eye on the northeast wind swell that we're going to have in the middle of next week. And hey, until then, be sure to check those cams. That's the number one way to know what's going on in your favorite spot. I'm starting to feel a lot better after my surgery. I'm really hoping that if I can get Mike to help me out next week, that we can knock out that Sebastian Inlet camera. And it's probably going to be at least another week after that before I'm going to be good enough to, drive all the way up to Jacksonville. Because the car seat pushing on that spot on my back is murder for anything more than like 20 or 30 minutes. So hey, if you made it this far and you put up through this entire longer surf report, thanks again for checking us out, and thanks again for coming to SurfGuru.